This is your daily market review for Wednesday, February 14th, 2024. Happy Valentine's Day. Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well. This is Dan Max at eXp Realty, aka the Trading Agent. This is your daily market review for Wednesday, February 14th, 2024. Happy Valentine's Day. Whee! The roller coaster. A lot of folks commenting about, oh, I thought the market was going to fall, Dan, or was going to do this and this. And we said, hey, guys, middle of February is typically seasonally weak, but it is options expiration, a.k.a. ChopX. The roller coaster continues. Are you surprised that we got a bounce after a big drop? No. This is options expiration. The goal is to kill the most amount of options, puts, and calls, friends. So don't get it twisted. Please don't twist my words. Please, please. And as Joe said, chop, chop, fizz, fizz, what a relief it is. So if you're new to the channel, check out the Discord room. Link in the description below. I appreciate all the love, support, generous donations. If you have any questions about real estate anywhere in the country, need help buying, selling, investing in real estate, and need to speak with someone, use the Calendly link in the description below. Always here to help. The website is literally about done. It's on the final gasp. But also check it out. Get transferred over hopefully in a couple hours, maybe even tomorrow. 5.5% on the Marcus. Get your education series up to date with articles. Get your interactive brokers benefit promotion code. And please check out the recommended reading. If you use any of these links, they all go to discount codes or promotion codes. I appreciate all the love, man. You guys are doing it. Follow on Twitter. Post a lot of trades. Again, I mean, options expiration is usually one of those weeks where you just wait for extremes and you don't do anything. And then you just wait. And so far, so good. So, CME watch tool, refresh, Subway, eat fresh, refresh. Odds of recession, soft landing, much higher, right? Soft landing, right? Okay. No, they're not cutting rates at the March meeting unless the market drops. It's funny that people talk about this. And again, I don't know why I skipped Twitter, but this is what gets interesting. We talked about odds of soft landing. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. Yeah, industrial production now going negative. Contraction or recession. The only time was in 2015. Now, again, we'll see if they have the ability to do that. But in my opinion, I think it's going to be worse. I think it's honestly going to be way worse. But the thing is, will they pump in the liquidity? The Feds have never raised rates this aggressively to try to kill inflation and not cause a recession. All right, the Bitcoin. I apologize. I thought these links were already refreshed. What did we say? Again, we've been nailing this. Chuck, if you're listening, for the love of God, hopefully you are. Oh, please refresh. Now we're coming into resistance, right? Don't be surprised. Look to the left. Don't be surprised. Always look to the left. Does this make sense? Near term. Everyone goes, what's the $1 million question? Well, again, near term, I think you have a little bit of upside, but I wouldn't be surprised if we take a break. You go from 38 up to 50, whatever, 1, 2, 3,000. Do we have to rip? Do we have to? No. Who knows? Again, is Bitcoin the exception? If it is, then God bless it. Oil hits the range highs, backing off. That looks a little bit like an engulfing bar. Nom, 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 nom. Be careful. Natural gas, as we've said, it's a gift down here at some point. Said yesterday, don't be surprised if we could get to, the 140 on this. Are you surprised? No. Here's the thing, right? This is where stops is. You tell me again that this reference point isn't a good buy. After what? A year of consolidation? It's worth taking a shot. If you get stopped out, guess what? It's okay. It's absolutely okay. But does that mean you say, well, natural gas is going to zero? Oh, finally, it's updating. No. Probably not. So keep an eye on it. You get stopped. That's what stops are for. This is what stops are for. Because you're not always right. And if you think you're always right, you are being silly. All right. Dollar. Check it out. All right. Been ripping ever since the XDiv on the UUP. Higher highs, higher lows. Again, as much as anyone might love the dollar, the rest of the world has some other crappy currencies. TLT, we talked about the gap down on the CPI. Here you go. Needs to get back over 93.39. This could be a novice gap trap, or this could be the start of pain. Either way, it's options expiration, and this is what you get. Chop, chop, fizz, fizz. We talked about what's today? Talked on Friday into Monday. That gap up be careful, because usually when there's gap ups in VIX, it's more than one day, especially when the gaps don't close that day. Look in the now again, this is still not that high in my opinion. The VIX is the 17s, 16s, 15s, not that high, folks. Go zoom out. Nowhere close to potentially end of a move. Vixen just looks like it's wakey, eggs and bakey. Look at the VIX stay all over this place. It's the VIX of the VIX. They crushed this thing back down. Look at that. 100 down to 83. Let's see what happens if it makes a higher low. SPY. Not surprised it bounced back. You got the bears just, or the bulls just like, we can't lose. And we said, is it this formation, or is this the professional gap and then trap, right? Because usually first dip is gonna get what? Bought? I mean, we'll see. The volume on selling is incredibly higher than the buying. What level is it going to fail at? I mean, I don't know. That's where it's like, be careful. How many times, and again, if you don't know the markets, you don't know all the games, then you don't know how this all plays out. And then you think in your mind, well, I need to look for certainty. Sometimes the best thing to do is sell into the strength at the highs, knowing there's not much upside. Sometimes it's best to start shorting at the highs when the upside risk is very low, but you can define it very easily. Again, could there be another gap down? Tomorrow's a big day. Retail sales, New York State manufacturing, Philly Fed, industrial production, capacity utilization, business inventory, NHB, all sorts of fun stuff. You never know. Then there's talks of Russia just floating nukes around. Jeez. Here you go. QQQ, same kind of thing. Is this a gap to trap, or the gap to start a little down move? And it could be a bigger down move. Be careful. If you're a bullish, you've got to be on red alert. Like, woo, 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 woo. Brown. IWM. Look at this. Trash floats last. Gives it all up. Comes back some. Watching this 199, 200 area next. Dia high, dia low. Now, again, if we rally a little bit tomorrow, I'm not surprised either. Remember, think about specialists. Everyone bought puts yesterday. Now everyone's buying calls. What would be the best thing to do to kill the most amount of options going into Friday? Probably chop it up a little bit, right? Chop, fizz. What a relief it is. Again, Dia 20-day, just watching it. Gold. How many times must I say, leave it alone? Wait till the breakout. Nope. Silver's been lagging. Oops. Miners, GDXJ. Wow, nice bounce back candle today. We'll see. I mean, again, getting a little extreme oversold. Not surprised if they did bounce a little here at support, but man, these things have been throttled. And it's, again, all these people who are always bullish, they're always like, oh, great dip. Hey, Dan, let's buy it here. I'm like, you sure? It gets to 26. Crickets. AEM, chopping. But again, watch it. AG again. I'm not recommending shorting. Just let these come in. Newmont, let it drop. I mean, look at it. Like, hey, gold's about to break out, and Newmont's at 52-week lows. I mean, it might be more than that. It might be like 170-week lows. Like, I mean, when's the last time it was down here? 2019. Okay. And gold is at the highs, and Newmont's at 2019 lows. Someone's lying. Pass, chopping at the lows. All right, here you go. Some tech pop. Wee-hee. Woohoo. Look at these candles. Another doji indecision day. I mean, this is a blow off top, making lower highs. That's why I said be on the red alert for lower highs. Micron, man, he can't even get over yesterday's high. AMD, nice little rally back. I think there was some pumping today because of 13Fs and positioning. Cool. Broke the 20-day. We said, hey, got to close below it. And then it closed right at it. So, of course, it makes it much more difficult than it is. Now you're chopping back. Okay, watch the highs. I mean, I love retests. That's where it's easiest, when they occupied that space. NVIDIA, what do we say today? Watch for lower highs. Okay, you didn't break out yet. Make new ones. So, again, I have no shorts in this position, in this area. But I will be watching. If we touch like 750 and give it up, I will be apt. It'd be so easy to have like a couple dollar stop and just see what happens. Especially if it's in first thing in the morning on Thursday or Friday. Intel bouncing around. They're talking about funding for their projects in Israel. Great. Cool. SMH, again, here you go. Just straight line move up. Goes from 136 to 2057, whatever the hell it is. Okay. That's not sustainable. Dangerous. Look at Adobe. We talked about it. Hit the range highs. Apple hits 190. Again, there's a lot of dysfunction in the market. Apple's not looking good. Amazon, Bezos is selling as fast as he can. Held Remember, again, it's the close below these that's really important. Didn't get it. Rallies back. Man, if it fills the gap, is there a little mini head and shoulders going on up here? Left shoulder, right shoulder, head. Bezos has to sell. Is it pay for his wife or his taxes? What? Who knows? Same thing with Meta. Zuckerberg can't sell it fast enough, but people are buying. Okay, we'll see what happens. If it breaks 455, it's gone. My opinion. CRM, talked about this, been a high flyer all over the place. I mean, good luck. Guggenheim, we said watch the 20-day. Look where it hit today. Keep an eye on this. I mean, it could fill the gap and play a game, but just watch the close. Microsoft, Mr. Softy, chopping. XDiv today pays a whopping 75 cents in that mother. I don't know. I can't even say this joke. NDAQ, chopping. We talked about, somebody knows that the NASDAQ is not the future of where all the volume is going to be. Yeah, because, again, when tech dies, who wins the tech war? Not tech. It's the bullets, the inputs. Why do you think the NASDAQ exchange is not doing well? MicroStrategy, new highs. Not surprised. We said it had to get over here. Well, Bitcoin gets over. Guess what? Call me a little saddened, but man, I thought this thing would be up at 800. We'll see what happens. Next, here, let me zoom out real quick. Where's the next? Yeah, I thought we'd be somewhere in this 800 to, I don't know, let me just draw a box. I think you guys can see it. I'd remiss to say 890 to 800. That's, to me, if you really think, oh, come on, could this be any slower? Here you go. This to me would make sense. This is like the next boxo resistance. Keep an eye on it, right? And it's like, dude, you're not even there. Pull your box over. Get your box in line. My bad. Get it real quick. Okay. Whatever. It's close enough for government work. Keep an eye on it. Because again, these moves, they tend to not end so well. Now, do you want to go bottle rocket to the moon? Here you go, NVIDIA. This is what happens. They don't end so hot. Right? They don't end so hot. So we'll see what happens here. Netflix, man, nice rally today. I don't know why. Did it get an upgrade or something? OPEX, CHOPEX. Now, if you shorted this at the highs and you rolled up stops, man, you're basically back to even or you're out. Keep an eye on it. It just is what it is. It's not easy. Roblox, 47. Very simple area to watch. Tesla, again, kind of concerned with it. Like, why is it going nowhere? Well, 20 days is the key. Got to get over it. Because he could play the up if it gets over it, in my opinion. All right, Airbnb had earnings today. Said it had to hold the 20-day. Look where it held at the open. Then it broke below it. Again, I didn't play this one. It's again, market holding up. I'm not really going to jump through it. Hoops, Costco, Starbucks, can't get anything. Right? FedEx. New lows. Yeah, market's really, again, this is what we talk about, like this big bifurcation in the market. Like certain things acting like crap, certain things acting well. And like FedEx should be ripping. Caterpillar gaps up on earnings. How amazing. Giving it back. New cores, we talked about. Tries to get to the 190s. Going to break it. But holding the 20-day. So give it a call. The strength is call and do. Right? X not getting bought out by Nippon Steel. Zero doubt. But again, I think there's bidders higher. So not higher, but like in the 40s. VALE, global growth name. CCJ. Arrow, all these names. Copper. Bench. Flopping. Making new lows. We'll see. That's a little bullish potentially. CCJ, gosh, man, it's got to hold this 41 area. So far, so good. We talked about double topper proper. I don't know, whatever. CF, look at this, nothing. Chop. Like zoom out. These names are just stuck in a big chop range. Mosaic, just leave them alone. NTR, AA, due to bounce. Again, these names. It's not every day going to be up or down. Just be careful. XLF, glad. We talked about this in Discord. Like, if you missed this highs, look for bounces. Well, here you go. Look for the bounces. Here you go. JP Mo. Chopping. Morgan Stanley. Chopping. This thing's been poop. Bank of America. Chopping. Goldman Sachs. Chopping. Not much to say, but like here's the support level. Gotta hold the 370s. Just be careful. All right, KRE. We talked about dead cats, bounces, the trash floats last, and there you go. Look at the trash. Bounce, and now it pulls back. Okay, not surprised it chops a little bit. XBI, we talked about. Here's another one. I mean, this is where it's so hard. Stock pickers market. Everyone's like, oh, everything's bullish. And it's like, is it? These names have been, I mean, zoom out. Absolutely destroyed. Okay, but now holding up near the highs near term. Okay, got to get 86 to 94. And other than that, it could just be choppy, sloppy. Oil, not surprised, pull back a little bit. Cool. Little pounce and flop. UNG again, I hate the UNG, but at times there's times to trade it. Like again, you got to give credit where credit's due. But this thing decays, and look, here natural gas, and this is where you have stops. And so many people are like, what do I do now? I'm like, what do you not do? We told you. We told you if you get stopped out, it's okay. We talked about in the process of entering these trades, we said natural gas could always get slammed at some point a little lower because there's lower to go. We had clear references. We said coal could blow out at any point. I love the short of this long term if you can get shares because it decays the decay game, right? But don't get mad when you have to use stops, and then you just be patient. When to get back in? Again, I said this yesterday. Let for some chop. Let at least chop a little bit. Jeez. Again, I mean, if you want to pick the top and be a hero, guitar hero, whatever you want to call it, good luck. XOP, chopping, right? See, like, oh, I didn't even forgot solar. Look at solar, right? Choppy, sloppy mess, sedge. A lot of these names look really juicy at certain levels. You're getting closer to that. ENPH to me. We talked about the 200-day. Look at this. Retest. Okay. Keep an eye on it. First solar, chopping off the lows, right? Man, anything up in this 160s. Again, define your risk. HYG, higher than, can't even say it. Can't even say these jokes. I wish I could. I'm pretty funny. Not Andrew Dice Clay funny, but just funny. Look at this. You got to be crazy to buy corporate debt. Silly. CVE, this one had a lot of call activity. Breaks the channel, but it's just nothing. Valero, gas names holding up pretty well. Chopping. ExxonMobil holding near the lows. Chopping. MPC holding up really well, but chopping at the channel high. I call that riding the lightning. We'll see how much higher it can go. Occidental. Again, Buffett buys more in the 13s Fs after the close, and he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's selling calls, and he's selling puts. Selling calls, selling puts. All right, EQT. I'm assuming they had something happen here because look at this. Dropping on. I mean, everybody was so bullish. I'm like, man, no, let it come in. There it is. Flex LNG, again, we like natural gas exporting in the long term. So again, if you have any questions, please reach out. I mean, you got to be patient here. Options expiration. People say, you've been bullish, you've been bearish for long. Again, it's like if you watch one video, that's what you might think. But again, as I tell people, excuse-moi, you have all the ability to change your mind. If anything, that is the biggest key to trading. The biggest strength you might have in your professional career is the ability to change your mind depending on the evidence as it changes in a probability game. Just because you get pocket aces, you don't have to go all in every single time you think you have an advantage. Right? This isn't a game of certainty. It's a probability game. So again, if you have any probability problems, meaning like, hey, you're just not sure about something, use the Calendly link below. Always here to help. Again, if you're looking to buy, sell a house, you know what to do. Hit the links. Let me know what is possible, what you need. Because again, don't go to the internet. Don't go searching out a bunch of crap on Google. I'm telling so many people get lost. I had, again, stories and stories and stories of bad real estate experiences with people trying to cut corners. And maybe every once in a while they're good. Sometimes they're not. Again, would you go to something happens to your kids. Do you want the best attorney? Do you go to the best dentist? Do you just go to mediocre services and expect great results? Again, they might be able to help you out, but again, maybe they don't. Again, who knows? Do you go get augmented boob surgery and you go to someone who throws in anything? No, you would try to go and find the best. I am one of the best. I will help you with this. Love this stuff. Appreciate it. Peace. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, stop by the Discord room. A link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support more free content, the PayPal link is in the description as well. I appreciate your continued support of the channel.